finally happened. They finally made a good World War I game. Oh, thank you. Thank you. One of my 34 video game dreams have come true. Thank fucking Neptune. Here's my review. Holy mother of bra-strap. Never wear a mask if you have an oversized head. Especially a gas mask. Oh. Whoa. Whew. Thank God I'm out of that air. Anyway, 2014 is probably the best year Ubisoft has ever had. Ever. I mean, and I'm not even including the upcoming games like The Crew and The Division, Tom Clancy's The Division. I mean, like, they are killing the competition for gaming this year. It is staggering. I'm just gonna let you know that. But anyway, here's my review for Valiant Hearts: The Great War. I know I've talked a lot of shit about Ubisoft in the past, and for good reason, with their rushed release of Splinter Cell Blacklist, ruining Assassin's Creed, and their whole Uplay bullshit. I have to say, they've improved. Thanks to Child of Light, then Watch Dogs, and now this. If you don't know anything about this game, I just want to let you know that it is not a shooter of any kind, despite the fact that it takes place in war. This is mainly a puzzle game, but a damn good one. Puzzles include using the environment to solve, as well as taking command of a trusted canine to grab objects, pull levers, distract enemies, and, you know, reaching places that you'd otherwise can't through holes and crawl spaces and such. Over there, over there, over there, over there. No, not here, over there. Over there. Over there. Over there. No. Over there. Over there. The puzzles are both very clever and rewarding without feeling too frustrating, and there's also a hint system that you can have on or off. If you find the game to be too easy or want to figure everything out by yourself, you can turn them off. If you're having trouble with a couple puzzles or having no clue where to go, feel free to keep it on and wait for the next hint to come and help you. Your choice. But I'd recommend having it off until you're at a point where you feel really clueless. There are also some pretty neat action sequences as well, including dodging enemy gunfire and bombs, evading horrifying chemical warfare, and even taking control of a tank at one point or two, which makes you feel like a fucking badass. And even each playable character has their own unique and helpful tools. Emil can dig secret passages, Freddy can cut through barbed wire, Anna is a nurse who saves wounded soldiers, and Carl, Carl's in love, so he's pretty much useless. The game is very emotional. I'm not gonna spoil anything important, but it tells the story of four characters and a dog struggling to stay together throughout the years that they served in World War One, and is told in third-person narrating, much like a made-for-TV documentary on American history. Sometimes the characters you are playing as will briefly narrate a letter they are writing in between missions. The game has this really interesting and heartbreaking moral to it, questioning us if love and valiant hearts, quote, can overcome the horrors and madness of war. And it all ends so tragically, yet also so uplifting and hopeful, filled with foreshadowing prior to the way it ended. This game made me cry like a little girl. It is so fucking sad. And the music, my god, the music just makes it even more depressing. It really captivates the sadness of war and death. It's so goddamn beautiful. Just mainly piano notes, but just so beautiful. Everything in this game is just spellbinding, just like how Child of Light was. And the amazing art style and amount of detail as well. Now, briefly moving on to cons. There are a few small complaints that I have, like a couple animation bugs, a few repetitive fetch quests throughout, and the origin of the dog. Seriously, who, whose dog is that? What's the dog's name? Where did that dog come from? How is that same character model dog almost always with all the characters during the whole game? Is that the same dog you command throughout with all the characters? Or is it just the same breed and all the dogs look and sound exactly the same? The whole story purpose of the dog is just one huge plot hole. Unless, of course, I missed something, which in this case I really hope I did, because everything else about the story is told so well. Please feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong or forgot about something I missed in the story. You can learn a lot of history about this game throughout historical facts every mission and over 100 collectible items that tell their own story and purpose in the Great War and serves as the main form of replay value in the game. Unfortunately, it's the only form of replay value in the game. But even still, the game is around 8 to 10 hours long and can be over 15 hours long if you go back to get all the collectibles with a guide and mission select. So, either way, you still get your $15 worth easily. Well, that's all I really wanted to say. It is a fantastic game, and even though it may not be as spectacular or as fun to play as Child of Light, it's still pretty spectacular and fun to play in its own special little way. Ah! 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 Fucking nose again. Why is it always the fucking nose? Oh! Oh! And so my final score for Valiant Hearts The Great War is a 9 out of 10. Amazing game. If you're a big history buff like me and you love stories of war tragedy like Platoon or Saving Private Ryan, and if you want to know more about World War One, because you know the American education system just really doesn't care much about World War One, you really need to get this game. This is a must play. And if I find out that they're making a second one, like a Valiant Hearts Korean War or Valiant Hearts the Civil War, I will bricks so big that prison showers would no longer scare me. If there is one thing that Ubisoft has proven this year between this and Child of Light, is that indie gaming is the way to go nowadays, because for one, they're cheap, they're of good quality, meaning no bugs, and they can be as long, if not even longer, than the average full retail $60 game. Alright? Don't be surprised if most of my future reviews will be on downloadable indie games. Because they're cheap and they have more original gameplay ideas than that of the average COD clone. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and have a happy 4th of July. The Gamer Gods!